Hi again. Our chart for today will be the New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc. As we can see here, this is a 4-hour chart. We may get a setup here, which is a buy setup. If we look this way, we have a leg that broke the resistance. We may draw our Fibonacci. It went to 61, around 61, and it may go upward to these levels. But this is in the 4-hour chart. But if we look into the daily chart, that's why it's always important to look in higher time frames, to look, because what we see here is a different story. What we see here is actually a sell, because this here is a bearish flag. I'm looking for the channel. I may get it here. Yep. So as we can look here, we have a bearish flag. That's why it's always important to look into higher time frames, because it gives you clarity. And our target will be, if we do this like this, normally it's the same length. So we may do like this, clone, and take it, put it like this. So our target will be here. If we look at this level, actually we have here a gap on our daily chart here. Very beautiful one here. So we may target our gap here, or we may get out here too, or take partial here and then wait to here. If we draw our Fibonacci, it will look like this. If we take the whole leg here, we will see that it's retraced to around 50, and it may extend to 1.6, which is in the gap, which is a very great confluence. And we can also draw it from here, because actually this leg has been retraced back to also around 50, and then went forward and extended. So we may take this leg here from this point. In this case, it will be a retracement to 77, around 77, and extension to the end of the bullish flag, which is 1.61. And as we said, we may take one here at the 2 extension. Actually, if you're trading Wycckoff method, in this case, I will go back to the 4-hour. I will remove our drawings here, and we'll draw it back again. This one here, the channel. That's why it's always important to look at different scenarios, different strategies, to give you like confluence. This point should be here, the UTAD, which is the upthrust after distribution. This is our distribution phase. The best entry normally is, the risk one is in the UTAD, but we didn't get it. So the best entry is either in this gap here for our gap here. We filled a part of it. It may go up or we may enter now. And if we look at the 1 hour chart, we will see that actually there is no gaps unless we take this one, which is already filled today. So it may, from this point, it may go this way, or it may go up to this level, which is the retest according to the Wycckoff method, or as they call it, second retest here, this point. Sorry, it's selling climax. Second retest here. So this one will be a very good entry, and also if we draw Fibonacci from here, it will be around 61 and between 61 and 77. And our target, we go to higher time frame, as we said before, we will be targeting this one in daily, this gap, which will be confluent with the extension of Fibonacci drawn on the 1 hour chart. It will be the extension of 4.23. And also, if we look at the 4 hour chart, we will also see that this one here, the blue line, is the 200 exponential moving average, which the price got above it and then went back, which is a very good reversal sign. So to sum all this up, our position will be like this. It will be a short position, entry either from the 1 hour gap, this one, or as we said, from the 4 hour gap here. And we will put our stop loss above the UTAD, and our profit will be I will go back to the daily to see our gap. Here is our gap. I will exit here in the upper limit of the gap. So this is how our position will look like with 5.75 risk to reward. And actually I may open a long position from here, because we look in weekly chart, we will see that this one here broke a structure, this move, this is our order block, so it may actually go upward from this point and reach maybe above, and I will be targeting this point, which is like no extension, so I will take this just the end of the retracement, or I will exit also. Part of the position will be on the resistance, but we will discuss that when we reach this point. That's it for today. Follow for more.